Hi, and welcome to another troubleshooting video brought to you by ATI. Today we're going to be showing you how to replace a ballast in a power module fixture. Today we have a 6x39 power module. We will be replacing its ballast. Now, first off, tools you'll need. You need a Torx driver to remove the ballast. You need a 7mm wrench. You need a small Phillips screwdriver. And you will need some needle nose pliers. And of course you will need a replacement ballast. So, to get started, what you want to do is remove your bulbs and remove the shield. And your first step will be removing the fans. Alrighty, so step number 1, remove the fans. What you want to do is remove the 2 outer screws, because those are what attach the fan to the power module itself. Don't remove the 2 inner screws, just the 2 outer screws. So with that, we shall place the screws aside, lift the fan up, disconnect your wires, labeling them so you can replace them at a later date when you put the fixture back together, and put the fan aside. Alright, now the next step is going to be removing the end plates on both sides of the fixture. There are 6 screws on both sides, so get out your Phillips screwdriver and start taking them out. Alright, now get that last screw out. Remove the end plate. Your next step will be to remove the screw that fastens the ballast to the chassis of the power module. So, get out your 7mm wrench, your Torx driver, grab your needle nose pliers, pull out the nut, and the bolt. Set that aside and flip the fixture over. Alright, so next you want to remove the sockets for the pair of bulbs that go to the ballast that you're going to replace. You don't have to take the screw all the way out, just loosen it and it'll slide right off. Be sure to label each one so you know which one goes where for reassembly. Alright, now same thing on the other side, except the reflectors are in the way, so what you have to do is slide the reflectors up half an inch just to expose the screws, and again loosen them. Slide them out. There you have it. Alright, now that you have everything loose and ready to be removed, get out your needle nose pliers and reach in there, get a good grip on the ballast and slowly edge it out. If it's pretty tough in there, like this one is, well then you need to remove a few more pieces, such as this socket right here. Give you a little bit more play. Pull out these wires. You're not disconnecting anything, you're just removing them. And you see there's the ballast right there. Next, what you want to do is slide your hand into the fixture. Make sure there are no wires caught. Now, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that these connectors do not get caught on the outside as you slide the ballast out. You also want to make sure these connectors down here at the end slide directly into the channel, so they also don't get caught. And that way the ballast will slide right out. Alright, now that you've made sure there are no wire snags, you can pull the ballast out a little further. And what will stop you are these two black and white wires. What you need to do is remove those and make note of where they are. So remove the white one and remove the black one. And then you can finish sliding the rest of the ballast out. Alright, now that you have the ballast out, grab your new replacement ballast, set it right next to your old one, and one by one remove the wires and reinstall them in the same location on the new ballast. There's one. Here's two. Alright, now you got that last one in there. Take your old ballast, toss it aside, and you can put the wires back together as neatly as possible, because it all has to slide down a very small channel. Careful not to fray any of them. Fit it in there. Very tight fit. Slowly feed it. Till you're about almost in there, and then you stop and you connect the white and the black wire as soon as you can get them close enough, like so. Alright, so next thing you want to do after you get those wires connected, flip the fixture over, because you want to make sure as you slide the ballast in that these wires come out for your fan, and these do not get caught or tangled into the body of the fixture. Also, what you may find, as you have right here, the ballast is it's a very snug spot. So have a rubber mallet. You can just little small taps. Just tapping it. Alright. Got your ballast in. Got your end caps. Same ones over here are out where they respectively go. Now you can start putting them back into their places one by one. Alright, so get those sockets in there. Careful of the wires. Make sure everything's put back real neat. There's a lot of wires in here. Just take your time. Everything will come out fine. Get everything nice and neat like so. And then flip it over. Pull out your two wires for your fan. Retrieve your fan. Connect them back the way they were. There you go. Put your screws back in. Alright, now last step, before you put the end plates back on, you want to take your screw and your nut and secure the ballast to the fixture. Alright, now you want to put your end plates on there. Same as before. 6 screws both sides. Alright, so you get that last end plate on. End plates are on. Almost good to go. Next step, you want to remove, you want to adjust the reflectors back to where they were, which is on this side. And as a side note, when you're putting on the end plates, be sure to put them on the way that they were taken off, which means for this particular fixture, the vented side is opposite the side with the vents on the inside of the fixture itself. This is for proper airflow and cooling for your fixture. And with that said, you're now done and ready to test it, so grab your bulbs and we will see if we did a good job and see if it works.